Is that giant deadly pit of spikes where all the losers go? Oh man, I am out of here, and the door's locked, oh boy. Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we defeated the last of Hoenn's Elite Four, which was Drake the Dragon Tamer, the salty old seafarer that he is. And in this episode, we are going to be taking on the one obstacle that lies between us and becoming the champions of the Hoenn region, which is the current champion himself, whose identity has yet to be revealed. So let's go find out who this man is and take on the champion, with the one thing between him and us being this long, ominous, and did I mention long staircase? Oh man, am I glad that I have been working out and riding my bicycle around lately, because otherwise, oh, that would have been quite the trek either way. Here it is, the champion's room. Welcome, Brian. That incident in Sutopolis City, that was superb work, putting an end to that crisis all by yourself. Oops! It wouldn't be fair to say that you alone ended the crisis. You overcame that difficult situation by working as one with your Pokemon. We trainers raise Pokemon by giving them items and by teaching them new techniques for battle. But we ourselves also learn many things from Pokemon, and this is where your achievements are put to the test against what others like you have achieved. Now, who can most elegantly dance with their Pokemon in Hoenn? Show me right here and now, and yes, this is the champion battle of Pokemon Emerald against champion Wallace, who in Ruby and Sapphire led the 8th gym, the water type gym, but in this game is the champion of the entire region. He is going to lead off with a very, very torpedo-shaped Wailord, and we are going to lead off with Shock so that we can Thunderbolt this guy right in his gigantic chin, because Wailord has a ton of HP, but not a ton of defense to back those hit points up. So we're gonna take him down as much as we can, and oh my god, I was predicting a Water Spout. He tends to lead off with a Water Spout, which is a water type move that's extremely powerful if you're at full health, but gets weaker the less health you have. But he missed a Blizzard instead, and oh my, is that a blessing or what? So we can go ahead and take out this Wailord, and be sure that Shock is going to be able to take at least like 2 other Pokemon out on this guy's team before she goes down. There we go, grew to level 43, and ooh, 43, is that the same level that we were in the last episode? I kind of feel like it is. Why are you going out to Gyarados, man? Okay. But I have a bit of a confession to make for you guys. You notice that Shock is at full HP right here, and you're going to notice that the rest of our Pokemon are at full HP. And that I've kind of got a couple items in the bag that we didn't have last time around. Yes, I admit it. Off screen, I went ahead and whited out and bought some new items at the shop in the Pokemon League ground floor, because, you know, I wasn't going to be able to beat the final boss of the game without a single item under my belt, and it wasn't my fault that I didn't buy enough at the very beginning. I mean, I would if I could have, but I didn't have the money for it, man. Blame the economy, blame Obama, blame the Democrats and the Republicans, blame everybody except me. You guys already know that I am all about the dollar bills, and had I had the opportunity, I totally would have been rolling in the hyper potions and stuff like that. I would have bought all my team a pair of sunglasses to wear to take this guy out. But I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. This economy right now, man, is just too bad. Either way, he's going to go out into this Wish Cache and break our Shock Sweep. Not much of a sweep, but it's going to break our momentum a little bit. And he's going to hit us with an Earthquake right off the bat. Ooh, usually this guy likes to go for a lot of amnesias with his Wish Cache, but that is apparently not the case this time around. Either way, this thing is bulky as anything, so we're going to want to hit this guy with a Confuse Ray and see if we can have him hit himself in the face a couple of times and perhaps whittle him down with the Toxic, because we don't have any grass moves, and being the all too powerful water ground typing, Whiscash, oh my god, he's going to use another Earthquake. He didn't even go for the Amnesia like he normally does, but being that Whiscash is super bulky and water ground type, we are going to have to rely primarily on things like whittling his HP down in order to take him out. I don't know if this thing has a water type move. If it does, Swellowship will be done, and I kind of want to save her for later in the battle, so let's just go out there with our good buddy Dishwater and see what kind of damage we can wreak on this thing. And also off screen, I gave Dishwater the soft sand because I realized that the Mystic Water probably is not going to be the most effective thing against a water type champion. Now, the fact that Wallace is the champion is, it's one of my, it's not a peeve, it's not like horrible thing about this game, but I don't really like it all that much. Because Steven was so much cooler a champion, man. I mean, you have to admit it. I loved Wallace as a gym leader. Wallace was amazing as a gym leader, in fact. But he just doesn't have the personality to be a champion of the region, I don't feel. He has the great, like, eccentric, really specific, one quirk type of personality that's required to be a gym leader, and he fits super well as Sootopolis' gym leader as such. However, as the champion of the region, he's just a little bit too silly, and Steven is so BA, he's so cool, he's got that awesome, like, quiet but really, really cool and powerful just aura about him, and he was such a good champion of the Hoenn region, but unfortunately, Wallace came to take his place in this game. So we're going to go ahead and Earthquake this Whiscash and see what kind of damage we can do to it. Good 30%. If he wants to keep using Amnesia, that's fine by me, because Earthquake is a physical move, and we're going to take out Whiscash, and we are going to rub Wallace's face in it, because how dare he? How dare he take the place of Steven? Plus, on that topic, oh my god, with the critical hit Dishwater, that is awesome, I love you, that is amazing. We are so far ahead in this battle, it is ridiculous. Now he's going to come out with a Ludicolo, and I'm a little bit concerned about this because I really have no idea what to do. Let's go out with Swellowship, I suppose, even though this thing is really defensive. Swellowship, not the most offensive Pokemon, but like I was saying, on the Wallace-Steven debate, we already had a boss that was water-themed in this game. We had Hoenn in Sootopolis City, so having two, like, really close to each other, not my favorite thing about the game, but you know what? Whatever, not that big of a deal. Either way, let's go ahead and Aerial Ace this thing, and this Ludicolo tends to use the move, whoa, with the critical hits today, what is this? Oh, and he's going to use Double Team? You just doomed yourself, Ludicolo. Unless Wallace realizes what's coming and uses a full restore, you're done, man. You are done, because the Aerial Ace doesn't care about the Double Team, and wow. Ludicolo is usually the Pokemon I have the most trouble with on Wallace's team, but this time around, I guess we took him out nice and easy. Now, ooh, he's sending out Tentacruel. Tentacruel is a special wall, so let's go ahead and go with Dishwater and hit this thing with an Earthquake, and we should be good. Oh man, what's he got? 2 Pokemon left? This is going way, way, way better than I thought it was. But you know what? I am perfectly alright with that Tentacruel, angry as you look. Get that freaking mosquito nose looking thing out of here. I don't want to have to look at that. You're going to Toxic us. I don't even care, man. I don't even care. Read my lips. Read my fishy looking lips. And I know it's just supposed to be modeled after like a jellyfish, but that big old red bulbous stuff coming out of its head kind of looks like an exposed brain a little bit, and it's kind of nasty, so Tentacruel, get out of here with your bad self. And whoa, we ended up with a Pokemon over level 50 in the Pokemon League. I tried not to level my Pokemon up too much when I was coming up through the Pokemon League this past time when I had those items and stuff, but whew, here we go against Milotic, which is this guy's strongest Pokemon by far. This thing is so annoying. I said it was annoying in the Ruby and Sapphire fight, because it had Water Pulse and it was so bulky, but look at this, it's 15 levels higher than us, so we are going to rely on Shock's beautiful, beautiful figure. Oh my god, look at that, Shock. You've been hitting the gym or something, haven't you, girl? We're gonna have to get our nails done together sometime because you are just so beautiful. I can't even believe it. Please, Milotic, recognize the beauty. There you go. Milotic is immobilized by love because it realizes that Shock is just far, far, far too beautiful to do anything about. Now, we're gonna use Thunder Wave as well, and hopefully hit this thing with a couple of Thunderbolts and take it out. So, you're paralyzed, and you're in love. You have like a 0% chance to attack, and it uses Surf. Evidently, my calculations were a little bit off, and now this Milotic has the opportunity to wreck our entire team up. This thing is not, it's not even funny how powerful this thing can be. So, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? Baconator, he's probably going to use a full restore when we get him down to low health, so I want the Baconator around so that we can, you know, hit him with a bunch of Toxics and take him out that way later on. For now, let's just get some damage off, I guess. I guess let's go for Heretic, why not? Because we're going to be faster so we can get in at least one attack, and hopefully the Paralysis will help us out a little bit in this situation. How much is a Brick Break going to do to a Milotic that's 13 levels above us? Almost nothing. Oh, and he goes for the Toxic, and it misses, so what a wasted turn, man. How can Wallace not realize that he would just annihilate? Okay, there you go, making the good plays, Wallace. He's just going to wreck. Oh, whoa, Heretic lives it. I didn't have enough faith in you, Heretic. I thought for sure that was going to take us out, because look at this thing. Look at how powerful it is. Either way, he's going to use an Ice Beam, and that is Heretic's real end. So, Let's go ahead and go out to Dishwater. Why not? We can hit this thing with an Earthquake. And maybe, just maybe, that'll be enough to take it out, because 100 power Earthquake with Stab, with the Soft Sand, with... Oh, no, he has a Citrus Berry. Never mind. This isn't going to take this Milotic out. And man, you look so full of yourself over there with your giant, well-done eyebrows and your slightly squinty vision staring at me. God, you're just so beautiful. It angers me. It angers me. Oh, and he's paralyzed this turn, so you know what we're going to do? You know what we are going to do? We're going to get our free switch into the Baconator, because he is almost certainly going to use a full restore this turn. If he doesn't, I will eat my shoe. There he goes with the full restore. I was not looking forward to eating my shoe there for a second. I'm a man of my word. I totally would have done it. I said with crossed fingers. Either way, let's go ahead and use the Toxic. And there we go. This Milotic should be done for in a couple of turns. And we have a full team to work with right now. I know I used a revive on the Baconator, but wow. This fight went way, way, way better than I thought it would. And oh my god, we even lived that attack? That is just embarrassing. Let's go ahead and die to the Ice Beam. I thought we went first on that last turn. Either way, it doesn't really matter to me. Baconator is down, Shock is down, but Dishwater is very, very alive and very well. But we're going to go out there with Swellowship first, because we have the move Fly, and this actually comes in handy for once. I thought it was never going to come in handy, but we can stall the crap out of this Milotic right now. He's going to waste a turn trying to use an Ice Beam on us, but it is not going to do a single thing. So that Toxic damage can keep on building, man. And if he, like... I don't know, if he does something stupid or misses... Oh, wow. Wow, that was a critical hit. It didn't do anything. Either way, Swellowship is down for the count, but that does not worry me one bit, because we still have Dishwater sitting here. Might be Toxic Poison, but I'm not worried one bit. After this turn, this Milotic is going to be down. This Milotic is going to be done for, unless he has another full restore that I just kind of forgot about, in which case, we're really in trouble, but... I believe that we got... No, he does have another full restore. What? What? Is that 3? Is that the 3rd full restore he used? Oh my god. Okay. This is a problem. This is a very, very big problem, because both Shock and the Baconator are down. But, ooh. That was a nice 50% right there. So maybe we have the opportunity to kill this thing. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I don't even care. I am going for it. Live it, Dishwater. I know you can live at least one serve from this ugly-looking Milotic. I gotta spend a little bit more time on your makeup there, Milotic, because, man, you did not try hard enough. Oh, and the critical hit! Adding insult to injury, we beat the champion of the Hoenn region with a crit! I don't know whether to be proud or ashamed of that, but either way, Dishwater, I know that I'm proud of you. There we go. We defeated Champion Wallace, and we beat the final boss of Pokemon Emerald. Ah, that's so awesome. I, the champion, fall in defeat. That was wonderful work. You were elegant, infuriatingly so, and yet it was utterly glorious. Kudos to you, Brian. You are a truly noble Pokemon trainer. I imagine he's doing like an interpretive dance this entire time based on the pose his sprite is doing. Either way, that does it for the champion fight. The Pokemon you sent into battle. At times they danced like a spring breeze, and at times they struck like lightning. It was with light, yet sure-footed elegance that you led your Pokemon. Even I felt bedazzled by your masterful performance. You now stand at the glorious peak of the Pokemon League. I now proclaim you to be the new Hoenn region. May, really, you had to ruin the moment. Brian, here's some advice before you challenge the champion. May, come on, man. Way too slow. Huh? What? Brian, could it be that it's already over? See, what did I tell you, May? Didn't I tell you don't need to worry about Brian? Brian, you've finally done it. When I heard that you defeated your own father at the Petalburg gym, I thought perhaps you had a chance. But to think you've actually become the champion! Ah, yes! What became of your Pokedex? Here, let me see. Oh, God. It's gonna be like, scene 3000, caught 4. You've seen 154 Pokemon, and you've caught 24. Whoa, more than I thought. Some Pokemon only appear in certain areas. You must be persistent. Persistent, man! Don't even talk to me about persistence! I started from Little Root Town. I climbed my way up to Big Root, and here we are! I'm the champion, man! Don't even talk to me about persistence right now. Anyways, congratulations! Now go proudly into the final room. Brian. No, let me rephrase that properly. The new champion! Come with me. I'm sorry, but From here on, only those trainers who have become champions may enter. You'll have to wait outside with Professor Birch. I'm just joking. That's okay. That's the rule. Brian, honestly, congratulations. Oh, that's so sweet. And Professor Birch is probably giving her a lecture on how well her Pokedex is fleshed out compared to mine. This room. This is where we keep records of Pokemon that prevailed through harsh battles. It is here that the League champions are honored. Come on, let's record your name as a trainer who triumphed over the Pokemon League, and the names of the partners who battled with you. And that's it. We have completed the Pokemon League Challenge with Shock, the ever-so-shocking and lightning-fast Manectric, Swellowship the Swellow, Ashley, the uber-defensive Torkoal, Heretic, the threat-to-be-feared the Heracross, Baconator, the Grumpig, and, of course, the main lady herself, Dishwater the Swampert, who's been there since the beginning, and we can't forget to give credit to those HM slaves that helped us, Shino the Nincada, Azumarill, who was originally Marill, named Blue, and, of course, Scribbles the Zigzagoon. And there we go. We've become the Pokemon League champions. Oh my god. It's over, guys. That was it. That was the last challenge, but we did it. And this is the end of Pokemon Emerald. What an adventure that was. Oh my god, so incredible. I love this game. It's one of my favorite Pokemon generations, to be sure. It might even be my favorite. I loved it since I was a child. And I know you guys are all going to say, oh, you're just looking at it through nostalgia goggles. But you know what? Even if I am, this is such a great game. From the design of the Pokemon, I love every single one. The design of the cities, they're so creative. Look at Fortree, look at Pacific-Log, look at, Lava Ridge Town. You have the spawn, it's right at the base of a volcano, and look at the areas that you have, the diversity of areas. You have the desert, you have that ashen area, and they played that off so well with the ash gimmick that you could pick it up. I loved all the starters here as well. Probably my favorite group of starters out of any Pokemon game. Swampert, too powerful. Blaziken, too cool. And Mudkip, who doesn't love Mudkip? I mean, come on. Trico is that sly dude on the side who's just way too cool to even be heard, and, actually, it's worth noting that you get to see shots of all the Pokemon that you've seen and caught here in the credits. It's kind of funny, because we're probably going to be seeing the same ones over and over, because I caught, like, nothing. Either way, Pokemon Emerald, what an adventure. I love it so much, and I could sing praises for this game all day, because honestly, it's just that fun to me. I could play through this game 100 different times with 100,000 different teams, and it would never, ever, ever get old to me. Oh my god, it's Spoink! Look at the adorableness! Anyway, there is more stuff to be covered in Pokemon Emerald. We've beaten the Pokemon League Challenge, that is true. That is the main part of the adventure, and I would like to, first and foremost, thank you all so much for watching through this project with me. It was a bit of a stretch doing Pokemon on my channel, because it's something that I'd never done before. I know it's still a main series Nintendo game, but I was putting something new out there, and you guys reacted so well to it, and showed your support all the way through, and I can't thank you enough for doing that. It was amazing how well this project was received, and I had so much fun doing it that I want to do a ton more Pokemon content in the future. I don't know if I want to do, like, ROM hacks, or if I want to do Nuzlocke, or main series Pokemon games. I kind of want to do it all at this point, because this was just so fun and so satisfying, interacting with you guys all the way through. And that's one of the benefits of doing Pokemon as well, is I can interact with you guys, and, either way, there's more to do in Pokemon Emerald. There are more legendary Pokemon for us to catch. In Emerald, there's the Battle Frontier, which I've never actually played before, and it's worth noting, this is my first full playthrough of Emerald. I played bits and pieces of the game before, so I knew exactly what to expect, but this is the first time that I've sat down, made a file, and played through it completely, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching this first playthrough of Emerald. For me, it's truly been an experience, and it's been a super, super fun, super satisfying one. And I'd like to thank you all very much for watching once again. I hope you enjoyed this project nearly as much as I did. And I will see you guys next time in a bonus video, in another Pokemon video, maybe in another Let's Play. Either way, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys then.